James.
David Turnip.
James Farlong.
How are you?
Not bad. This is, I'm excited.
Really?
To talk to you. Yeah. You texted me in a week, didn't you?
Yeah, I've been excited since, because I wanted to talk about it.
You said, I nearly sent you a text that said, I allows lo vavakak QQC. Because I was on the phone when my thing was open. That's weird. It's supposed to not do that, isn't it, iPhone?
Yeah.
But there you go. Yeah, the text you sent me was, got time for a call this weekend? Hope so, 'cause I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
Should we get straight to it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, let's get straight to the souls.
Yeah, and then I've got to tell you that afterwards.
Really?
Let's go. Yeah, it's just video game stuff, but go on.
All right. So, anyway, the Duke's Archives is brilliant. What?
It is, isn't it? It's really good. Okay, so we left you, and you'd just done Nito, and you were heading up to Anolondo, right?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
So you get there, you find that the gates are open, you can head towards the Duke's Archives. Right, cool. So,
first up, I want to talk about the armadillo anyway.
Okay.
The return.
Isn't there two of them or three?
There's two.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I went in cocky with that and died 3 times.
I love the fact that you ended the last one going, yeah, now I could get my revenge. Nope.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, because I just thought, surely now I'm strong enough with good enough weapons to be able to do it serious damage.
You are, but Cat Redeemer Syndrome, innit? It's in these tight hallways, so it's not as easy to just get out of the way. Yeah,
well, in the end, I ended up just sort of luring it like towards the entrance so it couldn't get me.
They totally bested you. These little armadillos took you down to Chinatown, James.
Yeah, and it was kind of annoying, but eventually I got rid of both of them. I was very pleased they don't respawn, because that would have been really annoying.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, it was. But yeah, but the thing is, I mean, I like the design of the archives, and I think the reason is because the enemies are not so overpowering that you feel like you can't explore. Do you know what I mean? It's you can have a look around, and okay, there's things like shooting stuff at you and things, but now at the level that like my sword's at and everything, it's not so much of a problem, when you fight them.
You're still using the Fury sword, yeah?
Yeah, I'm using it. I've got it up to +5 now as well.
You'll be smashing things with that then.
So yeah, it does a lot of damage, and I can't remember what my dex is, but it's quite high now, I think.
Good.
But yeah, I mean, the place, it also looks quite cool as well. I like the design.
It does, yeah.
And it felt a bit like, I know, because it's right next to Anolondo, but it feels like it's sort of an extension of it, if you see what I mean. It's like the same kind of...
Nah.
What?
Nah, I didn't think. I didn't make that link at all.
Really?
Nah.
You've been sarcastic?
No, I'm being deadly serious. I don't know where you're getting that from, but you never know.
It's in the same area. It's like...
I mean, France is basically the same as Australia, isn't it? It's all south. So...
You're an idiot sometimes. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was nice to be able to sort of look around the place though and not feel like under pressure like so much, from that.
But then I still felt a sense of being under pressure, mainly because aren't there a lot of things that like fire stuff at you in that area, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, but it doesn't do much damage. And also you can avoid it really easily.
Yeah. But then it still made, because I got so confused. But have you done that puzzle where you got to switch the stairs and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff really sort of threw my head out, because it's essentially 2 rooms that look exactly the same.
Yeah.
But like, so then when you switch a stair, you're kind of like, which one have I switched? Where am I going? And then, you finally crack it and you can move on. But yeah, it's fucking well confusing.
I don't agree.
Joe's just giving me a Kit Kat Chunky. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I keep you around, girl. No, she's not saying anything. She doesn't want to talk to me tonight. Yeah, so carry on.
Is that your dinner?
Yeah, that's all I'm getting tonight.
Anyway, so yeah, I quite enjoyed that, like just sort of looking around and sort of exploring a bit. And there's those weird, there's those like magician things that do that weird dance.
The summoners. Summoners, what are they called? I don't know.
I have no idea what
they've
called.
They've got a name, but they're everywhere, right? They were.
Yeah.
You had one right at the start of the game in the Undead Parish, if you remember correctly.
Oh, I've forgotten. I don't remember.
Yeah, you know the dude, when you walk in, there's that big black knight in the church.
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
And
it's on the top floor, isn't it?
That's
it's
right,
like above you.
yeah. So I thought it was really cool that like...
Yeah, because I
scattered throughout the game.
I remember at that time them being really hard, like in the sense of like, like their spells, they were really strong.
Absolutely
but now...
smashing me. Yeah, and then there's one in the depths as well that you got to take out. But yeah, it kind of felt like they'd all come from this area and travelled across. Oh my god, what is the whole land called?
I don't know.
Oh, fucking hell, man. My memory is bad at the best of times, but we've been doing this podcast for far too long and I've forgotten so much more stuff. Oh, what is that place called?
I don't know. You're the one who knows it all.
Yeah, but you're the one playing it at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know that stuff. I just kills things.
I just kills things. Did I do good, boss? Did I kill the thing real good, boss? From now on, you're going to be called Brains.
Thanks.
Okay, Brains. Right, go on.
Yeah, so, those things are kind of funny, like the dancing thing. It just felt like I saw that, because it was like they were doing, the gestures that you've got, like your player can do things like that.
Yeah.
And it looked like they were just doing like one of those. And I just looked at it and I just thought, you look like a right idiot doing that.
And then it fires some lightning at you and kills you. And you're like, okay, fair play.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, they just look stupid. But that was quite good. But then eventually I came across the boss, like the, I've forgotten its name. What's its name?
Seath.
Seath. I think it was Seath. Yeah.
The dragon thing.
Yeah, right now, other people that have played this are getting really angry.
I know. I am so sorry. People, like, if you don't understand the premise, I haven't played this for ages and I've got a bad memory and stuff. People were ripping into me on Twitter for calling the guy that pushed you off the ledge Jester. So, I know it's bad. This is not what the show's about. We'll do a lore episode and clear all this shit up, but for now, Seath or Sith was the guy that he was fighting.
I think it was Seath.
It's definitely Seath. Yeah, it's definitely Seath.
So, because I wandered in there, I was like, okay, here we go. And it all sort of kicks off, doesn't it? And then you die, like, quite quickly.
Yeah.
And then I just thought, oh, no, it's one of those, isn't it? It's going to be one of those really annoying ones where it's like, it's just going to take ages. But then, like, the screen goes black and then you wake up in that cell.
Yeah.
In the thing. And I was like, oh, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
This is, I haven't got the, you've died kind of thing and it's wound up here. And then I don't know, I just really like that area. It's like that sort of spiral staircase that goes all the way down.
Really creepy, isn't it? With those things at the bottom.
And there's also, the other thing I want to know about, like if we do that lore thing, I really want to know what all that broken clock machinery at the bottom is about.
Yeah, I don't know that. I should look into that area a little bit. I can't now, but maybe afterwards, once you're finished, I'll look into that area a bit because, I don't really remember it, but I remember being absolutely fascinated with that area. I'm thinking, why has this happened? And what are these little things? Do they scream or they cry at the bottom? I can't remember. It's like, but they're like slowly, like walking away from you and you can absolutely batter them, but you feel bad doing so. Those things at the bottom of that were fascinating, I think.
Yeah, I really like that area. Also, I mean, it does become a bit of a fetch quest though, right down there. Well, it's like, you need a key. No, you need a key to open this door, but then you've got to go somewhere else to get that key so you can open that door. Do you know what I mean?
No.
It is a bit like that down there. It's probably been a long time since you played it, but it's like that.
I don't remember that.
And, because also there's that person down, right at the bottom. There's like a cage at the end, and there's a person in there. And they were just sitting there, and I didn't realise it was a person sitting there because they had like a big hat on.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was, and I accidentally swished my sword and then, attacked them. Well, no, it didn't kill it, and then it was like just waiting for me on the other side. So eventually, as soon as I went through there, it just started attacking me, so I just killed it. But it turned out it was another one of those like NPCs, I don't know which one it was.
I don't know which one. Is it a big pointed hat?
Yeah, it's like a witch's hat.
That must be Logan then. Like, okay, I've heard lots about Logan, but they're dead now. Yeah, I've heard lots about Logan, but I don't really know anything about him because I think it's more of a Magic player's character. So
but the good thing about that was that there was another Firekeeper's soul, like at the back of that at the back of the cage. So I took that back and I've reinforced the flask again.
Nice.
So I'm on +4 now, which is which is not bad, I guess.
Yeah, I think I finished on +2 with my Estus Flask.
Okay.
But that's because I didn't really know about upgrading it with Firekeeper Souls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I didn't really know about that. I didn't really know about that one.
But then I got stuck in the archives for a while after that because I couldn't figure out where to go. Because, it's like, like you said, there's a lot of rooms which all look the same.
Yeah.
And then there's also levers like all over the place, or levers.
Yeah, lots of lever.
Yeah, one of those. And
there's a lot of dominatrix going on in that Duke's Archives.
Yeah.
Lots of gimps.
And so, but then eventually I found the one that I needed, and it like opened up. There's like stairs that go down.
That's right.
And then...
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because it's kind of like I know where you're heading.
Because it goes down into kind of like a garden sort of area.
Yeah,
which then...
The caves, the crystal caves.
Yeah, then it goes down into the crystal caves. Or as I thought they were. I thought they were ice caves, because it looks kind of icy, but
They're called crystal caves, but crack on.
Okay. So, that bit was okay, like the ice crystal caves, whatever. But... I don't know. I just felt they could have done more with that because it's quite short, isn't it? It's
yeah. But then it's sort of a gimmick area, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing because they've got that whole walking where you can't see the floor stuff.
Yeah,
which is kind of okay, but it does feel a bit pointless.
Yeah.
It didn't really feel there's any real need for it at all. I mean, maybe once or twice or whatever it would have been cool, but like they just do it and you're like, okay, well, all right.
It's kind of clever. I mean, it like. You worked out the trick that you've got to see where where the snow's landing and stuff like that.
Yes, yeah, I saw that.
And then, right, sorry, Joe's just said, is there another place you can go? Down a fucking pub, know what I mean? So I've got to go in the bedroom now. Sorry? Oh? What a bitch, can you still hear me?
Yep.
I've got to go in the bedroom now. Don't wake Harry up, okay? Fucking hell. She doesn't know what's at stake here.
I've got to say, I'm not happy about this. I mean,
about what?
You've broken up my flow. I was like...
Mate, honestly, your flow is bullshit anyway. Right, where am I? I mean, I think you're right. I think they could have done something a little bit. It feels a bit rushed. It was like kind of, stick a couple of butterflies in there. Especially coming off of the Duke's Archives where it just feels like everything has its place in that place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like one of those areas where you think, okay, this is rich with some form of lore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So did you manage to find your way over the invisible paths?
Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult. Once you've figured out you can get down there. And then also by that point I was like, I'm not bothering to fight all this stuff. I just was like, strip off all my clothes and just run. Like, cause it's, that's the quickest way to do it. You just, you get naked and then, and then run.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, it's quicker. And
what I used to do at school when a fight broke out. Just, great, peg it, strip and peg it. Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, that was okay. So then the boss was okay. I got through to that, and I did it on my second attempt, which is the fastest I think I've ever done one.
You worked out the trick and stuff.
Yeah, it was just, you smashed that thing behind it.
Yeah, and then you didn't get hit by a curse or anything.
No, that's the thing. The first time I did it, I did get cursed. And that was annoying, because then I had to go back, all the way back, to that place to get that guy to bless me again.
Yeah, that's a pain in the arse.
That was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Because a couple of times I thought maybe I could just try it without it, and I just thought, no, you're just kidding yourself. It's just going to be a waste of time. So I just went back there and got healed, and then went down and tried again and did it. But the thing is once you smash that thing, then I just got close to it and just hit it a lot, and it died.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
It's definitely, you got to work out the trick, but what do I? Did you use the guide?
Which guide?
Did you use a guide?
No, I didn't use a guide.
How did you know to run around it and break the thing behind it?
Because at the beginning, when there's a cutscene, you can see it in the cutscene.
I don't know, I trust you, but crack on. Okay, we got to give you the benefit of the doubt. It's like an attacker being offside, I think. You've got to give them the benefit of the doubt. That's the rules. FA rulage. Although, you'll be dismissive of that little quote after this weekend. The old Chelsea.
Oh yeah, don't. It's,
Anyway, okay, cool. So that's your final Lord Soul.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, it was a really good area to finish on before the end, I think, really, because it just felt like a less annoying Analondo. Do you know what I mean? It was like, I don't know, just traversing it was a lot more fun.
I really like the Duke's Archives. I think it's really cool, and I like the fact that it's full of these little secrets and hidden pathways and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As you say, the Crystal Caves is basically just a run up to the boss. So don't think too much into that. I don't think there's a lot of lore about that place, but I know me saying that is pissing off some listener somewhere. So, I won't dwell on that. But, fuck, then what did you do then?
Nothing. I've been waiting to call you.
Wow.
Because the thing is, I know, like, okay, from what you've told me, what I need to do now is I've got to go back to that place with the sock puppet, done before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then I've got to, like, dump the souls that I've got recently into that big thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And then that's going to open that door.
It is.
And then through that door, I'm presuming is the end, encounter.
Fucking is.
So once I've done that, it's done. Is that the thing?
That's correct. You've got a choice to make at the end, and then it's done.
Okay. Okay, can you just give me a hint? Like, what is the final boss like? Is it really hard, or is it like...
He's a piece of piss.
Oh.
I did him... It took me a few attempts, don't get me wrong. It did take me a few attempts, probably 5 or 6. But I did him without moving at all.
Oh.
And I did that because I was learning how to parry throughout the final third of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which I told you about. You did a lot of that in Analondo, didn't you? So just be ready to parry, because you can parry pretty much every move, and watch out for his grab attack, and it won't take you long at all. You'll smash him. Oh my god, this is it then. This is genuinely exciting. Like, I'm genuinely fucking excited. How are you feeling?
Well, this is the problem, because, you see, going forward, I'm sad this is going to be over.
Yeah.
And
so am I. I'm kind of thinking, like, should you just hold off and not do it? But then...
Well, that's the problem, because, you see, the game's been a big part of my weekly routine.
Yeah.
For, like, quite a long time now. And it's definitely up there as, like, one of the most memorable games I've ever played.
Wow, there we are. That's what we want to hear.
No, but it really is. And it's like, I don't really want it to end. I don't really want to go and open that door.
Dark Souls 2.
But, it's just difficult. I don't really want it to end. And that's why I haven't done it yet as well. Because I just think, I don't want this to be over. It's been good.
Oh, mate, I don't know what to say to you. Like, I genuinely do not know what to say to you. What is there to say? I mean, you've got to finish it. You've got to take that step and finish the game. I mean, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm genuinely going to miss chatting to you about it. And, although we've got, we'll do a Q&A and a lore episode, but,
yeah,
it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like an achievement. Like, it feels really like an achievement. I mean, you've played this in the hardest way. I mean, to not be able to go on the internet and watch videos and stuff like that, despite the fact that you did a couple of times, you for the majority of the game, you've done it the hard way. You've had to work things out yourself and stuff. Yeah. And, I know for a fact, but I'm obviously self-aware, the fact that I don't really know this game very well. And it just feels great to hear that not only you're right at the end, that you've stuck with it, and that you've loved it as much as I knew that you would. I knew that you would love this game, but when you're surrounded with the sort of same things you've heard over and over and over again from Dark Souls fans, it's hard to take you to one side and go, no, James, you will love this game, because everyone says it. You know what I mean? And then you would come out with the obvious questions like, yeah, but what makes it so good? And then I'd come out with the obvious answers. Look, it's hard, but the idea is that, it's because of the noise that comes along with this sort of game from its fans. It's hard to be taken seriously when you're going, no, dude, you got to play this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's been the thing, because it's like I can appreciate, like, you know, why people think it's great, because it is genuinely great. It's just, I don't know, I don't want it to end.
That's the other thing as well, is that your next, I feel sorry for whatever game you're going to play next. And the amount of times you'll be in a discussion talking about a game and you'll want to go, yeah, well, that's like Dark Souls, or I prefer the way Dark Souls did it, and then that's when you realise it's got you and that you're one of them. You're one of us. Making Dark Souls gags and stuff. Oh, mate. I've ruined your life, essentially.
Yeah, thanks.
Never go back to old James now. Old FIFA playing, sausage roll eating James.
Come on, I've played loads of RPGs before. It's just this one's a different...
Special.
Yeah.
It's a special game.
It definitely is, yeah.
Makes you feel sick to say it, because even I wanted to hate it the moment I played it.
That's the thing. This is what's annoying. Is Michael Fox was kind of right.
Yeah, I know.
That's the worst thing about
isn't
this.
It totally is. I mean, give it, a few months, we'll all be fucking buying My Little Pony t-shirts.
I know, that's the other thing I'm worried about. You know,
God, moving to America, I'm reviewing board games. Jesus.
That's what we should do next. That's the next project. Let's start up a board game podcast.
No, let's not do that. Even I have my limits.
Yeah.
But you'll really like it, because it's a really hard board game. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to tell you now.
Go on.
Do it. Go and do it. Just,
that's
it.
It.
We need to finish. Do it whenever you want. But just go and do it. Finish the game. Finish the fight. Take on, Gwyn. I think his name is. It's a really good fight. It's a really, really good fight, and but it's one that you're more than capable of handling. It's not going to be an Ornstein and Smo or Better Chaos, or a Four Kings or anything like that.
It's not going to be a Capra Demon, is it? Because that was the worst.
No, but I suppose the Capra Demon is most like it in terms of aggression. He's a very aggressive boss. But you've just got to keep your cool. Don't be scared of him. You can take him. Just use your parry and you'll smash him up. And then we'll be back here talking about the end.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I was just having a look to see how many of these we've done, and this is like
35. Is this one?
Yeah, this is number 35. Yeah. Which is has it been? What do you think? Has it been quicker or slower than you were expecting?
Quicker, I think. There was a point where you were just powering through the game. And I was like, holy shit, he's smashing it. But then you got a few sticking points towards the end that and I think that's it. You go through phases with this game. Like, I pretty much went from the gargoyles through to Analondo in no time. Like, I absolutely smashed that portion of the game. But then I stopped again at what was it? Fucking Ornstein and Smo just absolutely done me for ages.
Yeah.
And I was close to giving up. But yeah.
That is still absolutely the best fight in the game, though. I loved it.
You think? He wasn't my favourite. I preferred some other ones. I really like Seath, the Grey Wolf. I really like that fight. I just felt that it was, the lead up to him and everything was just really cool with that one. But I don't know, everyone's got their favourites. They're all good. It's all good, apart from Bit of Chaos.
Yeah,
maybe the Four Kings. Right, okay. Well, I don't really want to ruin this podcast by talking about other games, but I suppose I better. So Life is Strange ended.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Get it.
Is it?
Just get it, James. I know for a fact that you will love that game. And I know for a fact that you'll text me after the first episode and say, this is bullshit and it's rubbish, what are you doing? And then I will say, keep going, because it gets better. I think you'll really like Life is Strange. It's a bit kooky and it takes you a while to sort of fall into that world. But once you're there, man, it's good. And the ending was fantastic. I really enjoyed the ending. The whole last episode wasn't that great, but the ending specifically was fantastic. So that was good. And I'm just playing lots of PES out of nowhere. I'm just playing a shit ton of Pro Evolution Soccer every second I get now.
How's that compare with FIFA, do you think?
It's a better game. And the lack of licenses and game modes and stuff are not that good, but I found myself, my game mode was online seasons, right? And I'm not missing it. Like, online seasons used to get my blood boiling. It used to piss me off so much.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm just playing Master League against the computer on Pro Evolution Soccer, and I'm really fucking enjoying it. So, like, I'm not getting that stressed feeling that you get when you play football games, or want to kill the other person, all that sort of stuff. And the highs are better, because when I win, like, I'm actually happy about it and not just trying to find my next game instantly. So yeah, it's good. Shame's no Millwall in it, but that's real life problems, that.
Yeah.
Fucking football team.
Can't see what I've been doing.
Nah. See you later. No, go on.
Well, I've been playing the new 3DS Zelda.
Oh, I need to find my charger somewhere so I can play that with you.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because I've had mixed results with it. Because, it's like the whole thing is pretty much, it's designed for online, like, co-op play.
Yeah.
There is single player, but apparently it was chucked in right at the end.
The death, yeah.
There's like a thing, because, they didn't want to just go with the multiplayer only. But the thing is, the first game I played was brilliant, because there's no voice comms or anything like that, obviously. And it's all done by, like, at the bottom of the screen, like, you have, like, touch screen with, like, the,
gestures,
with gestures, like, like, come over here and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it does work really well, actually, considering you can't talk to anybody, because of the pedos, that kind of thing.
Because of the pedos. They ruin everything, don't they? And we're back to Michael Fox again.
Yeah. But anyway, so the first game I played worked really well because we cooperated really well because we all seemed to be on the same wavelength. Like we kind of had obviously played a Zelda game before. But then the second game, like one guy just didn't bother to play and just, they were just sitting there. And that like completely just ruined the whole thing because you have to have all three players playing because you can't have just one person just not doing anything. So that made the game pointless. But then the last few games I've tried have either been like hampered by severe lag or people just dropping out. And that's kind of ruining it, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
This is why I need to play with some people, that I know or whatever, because they're more reliable.
It's just finding people that still play on the 3DS and that are willing to shell out full price for a new game that's not exactly got rave reviews.
No, I don't know. I don't know what else it's got. I'm doing it for later. But
Edge gave it a 6.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah,
From what I've played so far, that's kind of fair.
Yeah. When's your review up?
It should be next week.
I will read that review.
Yeah, I really need to play it with some other people though, because otherwise, it's going to be a bit difficult to review. Because
I'm hoping to talk about Guitar Hero at some point, because
yeah, you see, I've heard amazing things about that as well. Yeah. That it's like really, really good.
Yeah, I'm well up for just going back to basics for these music. What is it? These rhythm action games, because like when I played the first Guitar Hero, it was just a genuine revelation. It was so good, and then although Rock Band and everything was really good, obviously, it still felt like it got more and more complicated and needlessly so. And this is just like, let's go back to guitar and get that right again. And they've changed the button layout on the guitar, so it feels like you're doing it all again, like you're learning from the start again. And I love the idea of that. That's really cool. So you'll have that feeling of progression, because I kind of think your skill plateaued with playing the guitar. Either when you got really good and stayed at that level, or you got to your level.
Yeah,
you're never going to get any better at.
I just got basically to medium, and then I was like, I can't really do hard. I'm not good enough. I just, I really love. The thing is out of all those games, the one that I had all of them as well. Like, I've still got Rock Band 3, like kicking around somewhere. But the one that I really liked more than any was Guitar Hero 2. That was fantastic. That game. It had such good tracks on it.
3 was good as well. Legends of Rock. I really liked that one. But each their own. It's not for me. It wasn't even really about the songs that you played. It was about how you played them. If you know what I mean. Like if they had nice little note charts, and it allowed your fingers to just like follow them, as opposed to just being insanely difficult or whatever. Then when they were fun to play, they were really fun to play, and that was that. God, Guitar Hero, it's like being back at my 20s or whatever.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Well,
for me it was anyway.
It was only a year ago for me too.
Yeah, for you maybe, yeah.
Right, I gotta go.
All right.
But I look forward to your next call, as do, I'm sure, many other people.
I'll make it happen. I don't want to, but I will make it happen. I'm going away for a couple of days, but when I get back, I'll do it.
Smash it. Yeah, save it for a little treat when you get back.
Yeah.
Goodbye, James, and good luck.
All right. Take care.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.